Well, welcome to Gay Detroit Radio. Yes, we're here once again, and it is a wonderful week. I got lots and lots to talk about. Yes, you would believe what's been going on, but the Supreme Court has actually put off the action on, or any action on gay marriage. What a surprise that is. A gay Texas judge refuses to wed straight couples. More on that. Facebook does a turnaround on the real name policy. And in Denmark, they just celebrated their 25th year. 25 years of anniversary of becoming the first country to actually legalize gay unions. Well, what do you think of that? Well, what we're going to do is we'll talk more about all these little lovely subjects in a few minutes. And but until then, we're going to listen to a little Mason Black. And his song is called Ride.
Good, a big old Chevy, tight jeans, white tee, got me breathing heavy. Little bit of you got me drunk like whiskey with that brown hair, blue eyes. Show me what I'm missing. Talking real deep, you're talking real slow. Living out in control, a tattoo from Mexico. We ain't need no map, just that AM radio. Damn boy, you're driving, I had to go. I wanna ride. We're going forever. Way down south and past these county lines. Yeah, somewhere we can take our time. And if it's just your luck, in the bed of that truck, give you time of your life. Oh, wait, the engine purr, sound was so good. Loved to get a look, it was under that hood. Come on, mister, get some miles on them tires. Just like the engine got this man on fire. We're going forever, way down south, past these county lines. Yeah, somewhere we can take our time. And if it's just your luck, in the bed of that truck, give you time of your life. So let's ride. Why don't you pull over, take a look around, get a little lost when that sun goes down. Come on, baby, what do you say? Let's get stuck in that deep creek playing. Oh, I wanna ride. We'll go way forever, way down south, past these county lines. Yeah. Gone bad. We'll hit every light on the 40 going red. Just bring yourself in a big old truck. We'll get far, but don't rush your love. I wanna ride. We'll go way forever, way down south, and past these county lines. Yeah, somewhere we can take our time. And if it's just your luck, in the bed of that truck, time of your life. Yeah, I wanna ride. We'll go way forever, way down south, past these county lines. Yeah, somewhere we can take our time. And if it's just your luck, in the bed of that truck, give you time of your life. Yeah.
Yes, the wonderful sound there of Mason Black and Ride. Well, it looks as though we're on for still a slow ride with the Supreme Court. Mr. Scalia apparently is digging his heels in, although he knows that same-sex marriages are going to be inevitable. He's still sticking his heels in, especially with the other wonderful judge, if you remember, was cleared of charges on the sexual harassment case with Condola Rice. Apparently, well, he was found not guilty. Let's put it that way, shall we? Anyway, the U.S. court is staying silent on the same-sex marriage as anxious Americans await to hear their decision. Whether we'll accept the issue. So we've got to now wait for them to actually make their mind up to actually discuss the case. So it's actually, it's hurry up and wait. Anxious Americans are waiting for history to be made as the one decision that could affect all 50 states. In the constitutionality of same-sex marriage. The justices had been scheduled earlier this week to privately consider the pending appeals from 5 states. Not one of them, actually, was, believe it or not, they were not including Michigan. What is happening with Michigan? We got the stay, but yet all of a sudden everything's gone quiet. Every time, ever since Schneider and Shooty, nothing's happening, because the ones they're actually going to listen to or think they're going to discuss eventually is Utah, Oklahoma, Virginia, Indiana, and Wisconsin. If you remember, Louisiana actually passed the same-sex marriages last week as well, saying that the ban was unconstitutional, and yet another stay. Do you know what really gets me is that all these attorney generals, I think there's now 16 attorney generals have put stays in the different states to stop the same-sex marriages going through, to try and overturn it or try to keep the amendment in the Constitution. I think, if they had to use their own money, we would not have this problem. But it's so easy just to pick up a phone and waste the taxpayers' money. And this is what's happening. They don't care. And they think, well, it's not my money. It'll take for years. I don't care. I don't care. So this is the kind of mentality we're waiting and dealing with. But eventually they're going to have to come through, because this really is totally ridiculous. And it's quite unfortunate that we have to wait this long. And it's just, I just can't believe it. But here's a turn for the books. A gay Texas judge as refusing to wed straight couples, or should I say, the correction is, this post initially stated that Judge Tonya Parker was no longer marrying straight couples. Judge Parker actually has never ever performed such marriage ceremonies. So the version has been corrected. I got this from, let's see, which one is it now? Oh, the Washington Post. All right, the good old Washington Post. The Catholic priests have actually refused to marry same-sex couples for years. Now, a Texas judge has an answer to that, saying that she will not marry straight couples until the gay marriage is legal in the state. Judge Tonya Parker of Dallas County told the Dallas Voice that she respectfully tells couples why she cannot conduct their marriage ceremony. And reply to all the questions are, I'm sorry, I don't perform marriage ceremonies because we are in a state that does not have marriage equality. And until it does, I'm not going to partially apply the law to one group of people that doesn't apply to another group of people. The Lone Star State Judge also points out that she is not required by law to perform marriages, as it was considered a discretionary function that is not to interfere with the mandatory judicial duties. Now, I didn't know that. Well, bugger me. I didn't realize that. Oh, so really, well, when you think about it, she's judge. Her mandatory judicial duties are to say, you're going to jail because you're an idiot. So, yeah, all right. I was joking on that, obviously. They do perform a lot more than just that. Please do forgive my levity. But here's another one, Facebook. Facebook apologizes for enforcing the real name policy against the LGBT users. Not just the LGBT users, actually drag queens. I reported this last week. And Facebook? I've had no serious teeth at work. Facebook officially apologized Wednesday for enforcing its real name policy. Now, I don't know where this bloody real name policy is. It's to try and filter out, the terrorists or whatever, but it's ridiculous. But it was actually to enforce their real name policy for users. It's, when it boils down to it, you've got millions of, well, not millions, hundreds of thousands of actors out there who don't actually use their real names. They have pseudonyms or aliases. That's why it's called AKA, also known as pseudonyms. And he's actually just saying now is, I want to apologize to the affected community of drag queens, drag kings, transgender, and extensive community of our friends, neighbors, and members of the LGBT community for the hardship that we've put you through in dealing with your Facebook accounts over the past few weeks. A lot of bullshit, really, when you think about it. I mean, there's some idiot out there thinking, they drag... it's just not even worth talking about. Anyway, you can actually now use your aliases. James D is an alias because it's my radio name. I've had this name now for about 12, 15 years. I used it in my Radio Gay Today days when I had the radio show in New York with WVOX. And also now I'm using it now here with Gay Detroit Radio. But we're going to finish off this segment because Denmark marks 25 years since becoming the first to legally recognize, gay unions. Well, it's not marriage, it's actually gay civil unions. On October the 1st, 1989, Denmark became the first country in the world to provide legal recognition for gay and lesbian couples. I remember when they did this in Westchester as well, but it was actually domestic partnership. And two friends of mine, I think Michael and Robert in New York, I think they were like number 13 to register, and we were like 113 was Tony and I. So, I'm just fed up of these people, But it's every day. I used to start the show in New York saying we are everyday people living everyday lives, having everyday problems. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Radio Gay Today. Well, we are everyday people. We are having everyday problems. It's just sad. It's just taking so long. Anyway, do you know what? Let's have a little song. Here's a little song that is from the theme tune of the title. And as soon as I talked about everyday people, how about a song called Everyday? I'm James D, and you're listening to Gay Detroit Radio, which is on www.radio-op.com. That's every Friday at 9 p.m. And it's also on gaydetroitradio.com. That's 24/7, because I know we have all very, very, very busy little lives. And so then it's click when convenient, because, you can listen to the show at 9 o'clock at night, 3 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or cocktail hour. Cocktails. That sounds nice. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Everyday by Moi. Yes, a little long-busting song there called Every Day. I enjoyed singing that, actually. You know, it's quite a challenge, and I think it won. Now, here's something that you don't actually listen to every day. And I actually thought this was rather unusual. A white Ohio lesbians or white Ohio lesbians are suing the sperm bank over a mixed race baby. Now, a lesbian couple in Unionstown, Ohio, is suing a sperm bank for mistakenly sending them sperm donated by an African-American man when they wanted to have an all-white baby. According to the Chicago Tribune, Jennifer Cramblett and her partner Amanda Zincon sued the Midwest Sperm Bank in Cook County Circuit Court on Monday for a mix-up that has left the couple raising a now 2-year-old mixed-race daughter in an all-white town. When the women were planning their pregnancy, the suit said they perused a multiple donor profiles and chose a donor number 380, a white man. Their Ohio doctor received sperm from another donor called 330. And it wasn't actually, the mistake was not discovered until the Cramblett's pregnancy was well underway. Well, obviously, the women are very much bonded with their child now, and he's very much loved. But the bottom line is, you know, the sperm company screwed up. Pay up. I mean, they're not going to give, you know, it's not like a faulty car. You're not going to give the baby back. I mean, they love their child, and it is their child. But they're saying now the background and upbringing is different because she's actually, both the couples are acknowledging their limited cultural competency relative to African Americans. And it's a steep learning curve. But the thing is, you know, I mean, don't actually cocoon everyone into their own cultures. I mean, I'm a white Catholic boy. I know about wasps. I know about Jewish people. I know about African American people. I know about Spanish people. I know about Italian people. I'm married Italian. You know, it doesn't really matter. I mean, we're all human beings. But she said she did have a problem when she was taking her daughter for getting her hair done because she said the white hairdressers were really not competent. So she had to go to another part of town, which was not quite as safe. This is her words, not mine. And she was not given a very welcoming condition, was not welcome because of her status. Was it because she's a lesbian or a white woman raising a mixed child? This is very sad, very sad. I mean, the thing is, people, first of all, they have a child. She's of mixed race. So what? That's happened many, many times all over the world. And when you think about it, every nation under the sun, we're all mutts. We've all got different kind of genes and God knows what. In fact, if you remember, quite a while ago, the idiot who was the boss of the KKK went in for like a DNA genealogy test or something like that, and he found out that he was not pure white. He got black genes in him, so he kind of fell by the wayside. Talk about poetic justice. Dear. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But really, you know, this poor child, you know, please don't make the child the victim, and don't make the couple the victim. And they're trying not to. But the bottom line is, this company, they screwed up. Simple as that. You made a mistake, so pay for it. Simple as that. You've got insurance. Now, talking about idiotic situations, this is called What the Duck. The creator of Duck Dynasty did actually star in a gay adult film. Well, what is Phil Robinson going to say about this? He's going to whack himself over the head with his cherry-picked Bible. Yay! Okay, so yes, the movie he was in. This is just too funny. Anyway, the movie apparently was called The Fluffer. Well, if you don't know, a fluffer is somebody who actually performs a warm-up technique to get the males ready for action when the cameras start rolling, and it is done orally. So that is a fluffer's job. Trying to be very diplomatic here, but it's not going to work. So when Phil Robertson fluffed his lines, oh dear, a duck for a fuck, please. Oh dear, this is definitely the ridiculous section. Now I'm going to take you to another end. Now this, unfortunately, is very sad, but also a little bit frustrating as well. Because I'm going to take you over to Britain, England, good old, jolly old England. A British transgender woman is announcing that after 6 years as living as a woman, she wants to have the surgery to go back to being a man. Back in 2007, Chelsea Attenley, living as Matthew then, met glamour model Kate Price and expressed a desire to become a woman to look like her. Okay, so she had the operation. She wanted to look like this model. Obviously, it didn't work. And the operation cost the National Health Service the equivalent of $16,000 US. Now, because this was done with the National Health Service, by the way, so it's not like but the thing is, it's the government-controlled health service, and if you want that over here, be expected to pay at least another 40% on top of your taxes, because that will actually pay for it, So you're doing your and don't get on to me about this Obamacare, please. I don't want to know. I don't want to hear about it. It's helping everybody, Okay, so some people have got to pay more. Get over it. Anyway, so she wants now to actually charge the government once again to get an extra $23,000 to reverse the reassignment surgery. But you've lived as this woman, actually not quite an attractive woman, and actually was quite an attractive young man too. Attenley, who actually said she needs this funding to get the expensive reversal operation. I've never been in this position. I was born male, and I am male, a Homo sapien, and I was just happened to be a homosexual. Simple as that. I'm a male homosexual, not a homosexual male. I keep trying to tell people that. You made your bed, baby. You can't just sort of swap and change. It's not like, once again, getting back to analogy, it's not like trying to buy a new car or swap a new car. This is, now, I think this is rather ridiculous, personally. You change your sex because you want it to look like a model, and then you want to change it back because it takes too long to do your hair. That's exactly what there was one of those comments. That was not my comment. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that anyway. So, anyway, back to another ridiculous. Remember Larry Craig? Well, apparently, the U.S. Treasury is saying that he owes them $242,000 over the airport sexting the arrest. A judge is saying this. A federal judge last Tuesday ordered former Senator Larry Craig in Idaho to pay the U.S. Treasury a sum of $242,000 for improperly using campaign funds to pay for his legal defense even, after the 2007 sexting arrested in a Minneapolis airport bathroom. So, what is it about these bloody Republicans? I don't care that you got caught. Well, it's actually the most expensive white stance in history. That was an actually very expensive non-hand job. I paid less for a blowjob. Jeez. Moving on. So he then actually paid for the legal costs out of his campaign funds. Really? Well, that sucks. We're not having that. No. Definitely not. Let's have some music. I'm going to play some Ebony Voice, young group from Spain, España, por favor. Yes, I like this. And it's called Pidiendo Más, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to Gay Detroit Radio. And we are on www.radio-opie.com. Also on www.gaydetroitradio.com, and you can listen to that 7724. I get so excited. I actually want to rush things, and I get so, well, you know. Anyway, here's Pidiendo Más.
Ella me encanta. Tu carita pidiendo más, más, más. Anthony Boys, con señor Cookies, pa' todas las Johnny que andan sin yo. Tú sabes cómo que me pongo yo. Yo quiero hacerte el amor. Pasamos la noche entera peleando. No, que rica se hace el amor. Se hace el amor. Conmigo. Haz un barato, nena, que te estoy chequeando. Mientras que tú lo bailas, lo estoy celebrando. El ritmo de la noche lo estás disfrutando. Y sigues pidiendo más. Recuerdo que a la disco viniste con él. Flotando, no supe qué hacer. Con tu mirada acabas de mi piel. Y fue cuando dije: hasta abajo, yo quiero este perdiendo. Hasta abajo, en mi cama destrozando. Hasta abajo, los dos junticos bailando. Hasta abajo, en mi coche celebrando. Yo quiero hacerte el amor. Pasamos la noche entera peleando. No, que rica se hace el amor. Se hace el amor. Conmigo. Yo quiero, nena, pasar la noche entera bailando a tu manera, y que sigas pidiendo más. Yo quiero, nena, pasar la noche entera bailando a tu manera, y que sigas pidiendo. Hasta abajo, yo quiero verte gritando y pidiendo más. Hasta abajo, en la discoteca con coca y de botella. Hasta abajo, si es una princesa, una belleza. Hasta abajo, yo quiero recordar, muñeca, tu carita pidiendo más, aún más, aún más. Tu carita pidiendo más, méteme loco. Tu carita pidiendo más, aún más, aún más. Tu carita pidiendo más, méteme loco. Tu carita pidiendo más, aún más, aún más. Tu carita pidiendo más, méteme loco. Tu carita pidiendo más, aún más, aún más. Tu carita pidiendo más, méteme loco. Yo quiero hacerte el amor. Pasamos la noche entera peleando. Que rica se hace el amor. Se hace el amor. Conmigo. Yo quiero, nena, pasar la noche entera bailando a tu manera, y que sigas pidiendo más. Yo quiero, nena, pasar la noche entera bailando a tu manera, Ebony Boys. Tu carita pidiendo más, aún más, aún más. Tu carita pidiendo más, me tiene loco. Tu carita pidiendo más, aún más, aún más. Tu carita pidiendo más, me tiene loco. Yo quiero hacerte el amor. Pasamos la noche entera peleando. Que rica se hace el amor. Se hace el amor. Conmigo. Que bien lo hacías.
Yeah, actually, I love that song. Yeah, I really do, because you know, it's a real nice, good old foot tapping song there. Yes, a bit of Ebony Voice there, and Pidiendo Actually, the first few times I kept calling it Didiendo Mas. I'm such a tit. Anyway, Elton John and David Furnish, his husband, are to be honoured for their gay rights advocacy. Singer Sir Elton John and his partner, I thought they were married. I really honestly thought that. Okay, and his partner will be honoured later this month for their activism. The couple will receive the 2014 National Equality Award at the Human Rights Campaign National Dinner on Saturday, October the 25th. So that's not long. That's not long. That's really... Elton was saying, we are truly excited to honour such... Actually, this was the president, HRC president. We are truly excited to honour such influential international AIDS activists and philanthropists at this year's national dinner. That's the HRC President Chad Griffin, and he said in the statement, as we celebrate the progress we've made over the last year whilst focusing on what we have yet to accomplish, their life's work inspires us as we keep moving on forward for equality. That's really nice. Really, really nice. Also, I've got to give a shout out to, Ricky Martin as well. Last week, he stole my heart, actually, when one of his children turned around and says, did I come from your belly, Daddy? And he turned around and he says, no, but you came from my heart, and you will always be there. He also said, I borrowed somebody's belly so you could grow, and then I brought you back into my heart. So that was really, honestly, what a wonderful way. Wonderful, wonderful way to talk. Really, really went up very high in my estimations. Now, estimations. Okay, political blogger Andrew Sullivan has claimed that almost every man hates using condoms. His blogger and the writer, who previously worked for the Daily Beast... Really? Daily Beast? Made the claims whilst talking about the range of different HIV drugs available. He wrote on the dish, here are your options, the blue pill or the red pill. Take the 1 pill a day, Truvada, and you'll never get HIV. Then take the 1 pill antiretroviral pill, like Atripa, and you'll never give anyone HIV. And to make doubly sure, always use a condom. Now, except this, and this is very true actually, almost every guy hates using a condom. It's actually because it's like you have to consciously make a decision whilst in the act of sex to actually stop everything, go, wait a minute, and roll this thing on. Then you got to open the wrapper. Then you've got to find out which way it goes on, because if you don't do it the right way, you can't roll it down. And then if you can't roll it down, then you've got to take it back off and then turn it round and then roll it up a little bit, then put it on the tip and then roll it back down. Sometimes it takes 3 attempts. So by this time, the guys are saying, well, fuck this. Well, really, not literally not. So they get very sort of aggravated, frustrated. So, unfortunately, say, oh, well, it takes away the feeling. Well, you know what? Death takes away the feeling. So grow up. It causes a little frustration sometimes. But at least you'll be able to feel frustration, not death. Then you feel nothing. Moving on. Now, the Avengers star, Mark Ruffalo, he's taken a powerful stand over gay marriage. The Hulk star is actually refusing to support a Brazilian presidential candidate, Marina Silva, over her views on the LGBTI rights. Hollywood actor Mark Ruffalo has announced that he has withdrawn his support for the Brazilian presidential candidate Marina Silva over her views on gay marriage. Because she's apparently not very happy. She said, I cannot with good conscience support a candidate who takes a hard right approach to issues such as gay marriage and reproductive rights, even if that candidate is willing to do the right thing on environmental issues. I have fought for marriage equality in my country and see it as a reflection of the equality of a candidate. In response to Ruffalo, Silva posted on her Twitter account that she supports gay civil marriage. Well, that doesn't work. It's still segregating. It's still not equal rights. And people don't understand civil unions. They understand marriage. I've still got people saying, this is what the Lord wanted. No, it isn't. The Lord was never mentioned in the Constitution. Also, it's, the under one God was actually put into the Constitution, in the 1950s for political reasons, not for religious ones. Also, homosexuality was not put into the Bible until 1946 for political reasons, not religious reasons. So, this, and then go, it's the tradition of marriage. Well, the tradition of marriage is screwed, basically, because you become very complacent about it. You've got the air and the spare. You last 10 years, then you try and go in for a younger model. This is the guys. Doesn't work. You're going to get old too. And this is when then you need the little blue pill. And for some, you need a case of blue pills. And then you need pens afterwards. But that's another story, and I don't want that visual. Thank you. Anyway, here's something else. Divorce laws actually making uncoupling difficult for many in same-sex marriage. This is sad, really, because in New York, Corey Joe Long, 31, and Brooke Powell, 30, did everything right before they married. They fell in love slowly based on the years of friendship stretching back to high school sweethearts. They planned their nuptials carefully about a year, choosing to travel from Texas to New Hampshire in 2010. And they had the same-sex marriage there. Sadly, 3 years later, the uncoupling now has proven far more difficult. The two women are now trapped in a state of bitter and desperate wedlock. And now a lot of the happy heteros are sniggering out there and say, welcome to my world. Well, you know what? It's still not in your world. These people now are actually, they're locked because Texas does not recognize the marriage of Long and Powell. And a judge, therefore, recently ruled he had no jurisdiction to either void the union or formally grant a divorce. She said, it's hard to feel like you don't exist. It's like you're invisible under the law. It's I'm really getting pissed off with this, who want to get married. I gotta get married. And then as soon as they get married, then all of a sudden, this isn't working. I'm not too happy with this. It's not working the way I expected. Nothing does. I've been with my spouse now, Tony, and we are married. After 25 years, we got married in New York last December. And December the 3rd, we got married in New York, in chambers with a judge, no less. Did not need a church. It would have been nice to have a blessing, but unfortunately the church has just been an ass. They want their power back. But you've got to really work. There are times that Tony and I have virtually wanted to kill each other, like every normal couple. just because you're married doesn't mean to say that it's going to be all lovely, lovely, lovely picket fence, 3.5 children, 20 cars, and mortgages like whatever, and it just doesn't work. So, it's just, it's like, you fart the wrong way and people want to get divorced. This is, to me, it's just totally ridiculous. You've got to really sort of work at it, for God's sake. Just work at it. I'm going to actually finish this actually with a song. I think we'll do it a Bittersweet. It's Bittersweet by Jeff Goot. Quite aptly named, actually. Yes, Bittersweet by the wonderful Jeff Goot. One of my favorite singers around. I'm James D, and you're listening to Gay Detroit Radio.
Child gets tainted every day, and of all the things we love, there's that much more to hate. Broken promises are all that we can get from the politicians that allow us to live in hope, in pain, in every part of every day. We drink defeat. All the world is bittersweet. Faults of every man
Yes, welcome back to Gay Detroit Radio. Yes, I'm James D. And you're listening to www.radio-op.com. Don't forget also you can listen to us on gaydetroitradio.com 24/7. Just click when convenient. Now here's something. African American judge has actually compared marriage discrimination to racism. A state judge in Louisiana has written one of the most stinging rebukes yet to marriage bans, comparing them to a racist, separate but equal laws that's upheld by the U.S. Supreme Court. So, he's actually virtually saying, you can't do this. It's ridiculous. You can't have one for the other. He's overturned the ban, obviously. I told you that last week Louisiana was the last one. 16 attorney generals have actually just turned around and said, no. We want more and more and more stays. And then just, they're not going to give up with the, well, the thing is, the stays, the point is, it's down to, they're not using their own money. Simple as that. They're wasting the taxpayers' money. They're wasting your money. Now the oh, I couldn't get that out. No, there's a first. Not going to talk about that. The University of California has introduced gender-neutral toilets. The University of California is introducing gender-neutral toilets in 10 of their campuses, as well as a preferred name policy in a bid to become more LGBT inclusive. A lot of people have got concerns about that. I come from a very liberal family. I saw my mother naked, my father naked, my grandfather naked, my grandmother naked, my sister naked, my cousins naked. They saw me naked. And, there was no sexual contact. Nobody gave a shit. Simple as that. Well, unless it was the bathroom. Obviously. But it's just, I think people should really be more open up, because all this, covering up and, Adam and Eve. And by the way, did you know that Adam and Eve were never married? I was so shocked myself. Yeah. I mean, who was going to perform the marriage? Ha! And where did the sisters come from? I mean, let's face it, it's the first family of the whole world, the first family. They produce 2 sons, one murders one son, so where the hell did the daughters come from? I want to know. This is totally ridiculous. And I'm going to get shot. I'm James D. And you know what? We're going to wind up with a show. And I do hope you've enjoyed yourselves. I'm James D. I think we'll have a little bit of joy with Paul Poloni. It's from the movie March On. And it's a documentary. Go to marchon.com. It's now on DVDs. This documentary. It's really good. Once again, I'm James D. And you're listening to Gay Detroit Radio. Thank you.
Anointed messengers came out to heal a broken sisterhood. A unifying fast, 37 days without food. A fast to start a solemn prayer for people everywhere. A spirit full of love and joy invites us to come there. A prayer for you and me. Find the she in your humanity. From discrimination. Ready to pass the torch of fire. Agents of change to inspire an evolution of the heart. Find your humanity, a conscience in your spirituality. Marching to deepen your intentions. Ready to pass the torch of fire. Agents of change to inspire a joyful prayer of the heart. A joyful prayer.
Well, okay, that's it for me this week. Yes, another hour's gone by. Oh my God. I really hope you've enjoyed yourselves. I'm James D, and you're listening to Gay Detroit Radio. Don't forget, we're here every Friday at www.radio-op.com and 24/7 on Gay Detroit Radio. .com, and you click when convenient. We have all the shows, got a few songs on there as well, got quite a few shows. So please, once again, listen next week or listen 24. Listen whenever you want. It's good. I'm James D, and I'll see you next week. Bye.